Hey guys, it's Danny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to look like this. This is my version of a dragon or reptile makeup. It's so much fun to do this look, so I hope you guys do it at home. If you want to find out how to look like this, just stay tuned. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is block out both of your eyebrows. Now for this I'm using the glue stick method, so what you want to do is take a washable school glue stick and you want to run this through your eyebrows and go forward and back to make sure that each hair is coated with the glue. And then once you've got a nice layer down, you want to let this layer dry first of all. Once that's dry, you can then take a spatula and scrape off a small amount of the glue stick and then apply a nice thick layer over the top of your eyebrows. This is going to ensure that you've covered every single hair and that you don't get the texture of the hair come through when you apply makeup over the top. I'm also using a baby wipe just to remove any excess glue from the skin, and then once that layer is dried I'm taking NYX's HD finishing powder in the colour Banana and I'm just going to press that over the top of the eyebrows. Then I'm just taking a white eyeliner pencil and I'm going to very roughly plot out the shape of the teeth and the mouth. I ended up actually painting over this anyway and then redoing or redrawing it on later on, so you can miss this step if you want to. However, I find it easier just to kind of plot out the rough shape first of all so that I get an idea in my head as to how it's going to work. So for the mouth I just did these two curved lines running from the corner of my actual mouth up to the tops of my cheekbones, and then I just drew on 3 teeth on each side and they're curved and pointed towards my chin. And then I'm just going to paint my face with this minty green colour. So to get this colour I mixed 1 part Snazaroo's lime green face paint to 2 parts Snazaroo clown white face paint, and I'm going to apply a really nice thick even coat of this all over my face, neck and chest. Don't forget to paint your ears as well, and if you can notice my eyelashes have gone green because I painted my eyelids. It actually works because I am a dragon. I suppose if dragons had eyelashes they would be green, so just roll with that. Paint your neck, paint your chest, paint your ears, and then you should look like a nice big giant pea. So I'm then using the colour Midori from Sugarpill. This is going to be our main contour shade for this makeup, and I'm just going to start off by contouring the sides of my nose, and then where the contour ends at the tip of my nose I'm creating this line going all the way up underneath my eyes and stopping at my temples. I'm also going to blend this in using a fluffy blending brush just to make sure that there's no harsh lines or edges, and I also furrowed the brow in the centre as well to make the expression more angry. You also want to use this same colour on a larger contour brush and just cut out the cheekbones. So for this you want to make sure that the colour is more concentrated towards the back end of the cheekbones closest to your ear, and then it blends down nicely towards the mouth. You also want to use this same colour to contour out your chin, your jawbone as well as your hairline. I'm then taking the colour Acidberry from the Sugarpill Pro palette, and I'm going to use this as my transitional shade between the contour and the base colour. So for this I'm just going to apply this over the top portion of that contour and also around the centre portion of my forehead, blending that into the Midori colour. I'm then going to highlight the face using a white eyeshadow, so this is Taco by Sugarpill, and I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose, the tops of my cheekbones, my chin, my cupid's bow, as well as the centre of the forehead. So for the mouth and the teeth I decided to do something a little bit different. Because these are all water activated paints, what I decided to do is just wet a cotton bud and sort of draw or erase actually the shape of where I want the teeth to be, as well as the lines for the mouth. This actually worked out really well because if I went and applied white first of all down for the teeth, potentially it could get a little bit muddy because of the paint underneath that. So I'm just going to remove all of that paint where I want the teeth and the mouth to be using a wet cotton bud, and then fill the teeth in with a white aquacolor face paint by Kryolan. I then outlined each tooth using a small detail brush from Hakuhodo and a black aquacolor face paint by Kryolan, and I just outlined each one of those teeth. And then what I decided to do to add a little bit more dimension to the teeth to make them look more 3D was just to take a small tiny detail brush and just wet it, don't use any other paint at all, and just buff the smallest amount of that black into the white to get this nice transition, as well as this little kind of bit more three-dimensional look to the teeth. I'm then going to fill in the mouth section, or the areas in between the teeth, using Midori eyeshadow from Sugarpill again, as well as outlining that area using the black aquacolor face paint. I then also filled in my lips using this colour, but I kept them really thin. I didn't go up to my natural lip line, I just kind of wanted to keep this really nice slit-like mouth. And then comes the fun part, which is all of the scales. So for this I'm using a dark purple face paint, this one's by Superstar, and a pencil brush, and I'm literally going to dot the pencil brush onto my face in a random pattern just to try and get a base down for all of these scales. So I'm just going to bring the pattern down into the centre of my eyebrow. You want some of the dots to be large, you want some to be small, you want some to overlap. You just want to kind of, you know, go mad with it. And you also want to take these dots onto your ears because, you know, you're a dragon, you would have scaly ears, and also down the neck and onto the shoulders. When you get to your shoulders, you can let these dots be a little larger, just because obviously it's a larger area that you're covering. You don't need to keep them as small as you did on the face. And then I'm taking a lighter purple face paint, this one is by Superstar, and I'm just going to dot this over the top of some of those purple scales, but allowing some of that darker purple to outline that scale. This is going to act as a bit of a highlight and make those scales look a little bit more three-dimensional and bring a lot more sort of interest into these scaly areas. I'm then going to do a little bit of work on the eyes. So to start off with, I'm taking a black aquacolor paint on a small detail brush and just doing a line running from the tip of my nose up to the temples where we put the green before. And then on an angled brush, I'm taking a little bit more of that Midori eyeshadow, and I'm just going to blend that black down into the green a bit and get a nice gradient between the two. I'm also going to darken up the arch of my brow, or the furrows in the brow area, using a bit of Midori eyeshadow and mixing in a very small amount of black eyeshadow by Sugarpill. This one is Bulletproof, and just make everything look a lot more angry. I'm also going to do a bit more of those dots and scales in the inner corner section of the eye, and also elongate my nostrils using that same black paint and just making it come up to a point at the tip of my nose. I'm then doing a little bit of dot work with the black aquacolor paint and just dotting this in between all of those scales just to add a little bit more, you know, detail into that area. Then as a finishing touch, I found these little stick-on gems at a local craft shop, so I just stuck these over the top of some of those scales using a little bit of spirit gum on the back of each one of these little gems, and I just kind of followed that down onto my neck and shoulders as well. I then lined my waterline with a black gel eyeliner pencil, and I also then smudged this down into that inner corner where the scales are, just to make that whole area look darker, as well as taking a little bit of black eyeshadow, this one is Bulletproof by Sugarpill, and just blending that down and darkening the whole of the area up around the eyes. As a bit of a finishing touch, I just sprayed my hair black with a black hairspray. This one I just bought from a party shop, and I also lightly sprayed this over the sides of my shoulders and neck just to add a little bit more dimension there and darken everything up a little bit. And then to finish the look off, I applied a pair of white contact lenses. These are from Camoeyes.com. I'll leave a link to them in the description bar below for you. But yeah, once you've got your contacts in, the look is complete. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, remember to rate, comment and subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, leave me a comment down below if there's any videos you'd like to see from me anytime soon, and I'll get those done for you. But yeah, you can also now follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'll leave links to those in the description bar below for you as well. But until the next video, I'll see you all soon.